Hey, do you like Warpaints? I sure do, or at least I did. Now, if you somewhat care about TF2's art style and Warpaints and skins, I'd recommend you keep watching this video and hear what I have to say. And if you haven't clicked off the video, I'm very surprised, but yeah, here we go. Winter 2017 Warpaint case is the last Warpaint case we've ever seen that has some redeeming qualities, where like 90% of the Warpaint case has really good Warpaints. Oh, the only ones that somewhat sucks is Miami Element and Polar Surprised. That Warpaint case right now is listed about €9 on the market. Now, what caused this inflation to begin with? Well, probably I did some things, Zesty did some things, and I think majority, I think Fish on a Stick did a lot of things that inflated the price of that Warpaint case. How, you may ask? Well, basically, he just talked about the case and saying why it's the last best Warpaint case we ever, have. And of course, that's gonna inflate the price because there are only like 3 viable Warpaint cases that are, somewhat good to open. The Infernal Reward, Jungle Jackpot, and Winter 2017. Those are like the 3 Warpaint cases that, you could probably unbox and still have a great time and not be bitch slapped by a child's drawing. For the last half decade, we have received nothing but just amateur work and really garbage Warpaints that could be made in less than 5 minutes by me. The Warpaint you see before you is an unreleased version of the Billiard Glossed Warpaint. I applied a different wood texture and I think it looks pretty good. It looks like High Rollers, or it resembles that. But we will never see it because, again, it comes with some custom coating, as you can see on the barrels right here, and the main, barrel pipe thing, chamber. Oh, these are the chambers. Whatever. Basically, it will be a bitch and pain for Valve to implement this one because it will take them, more than 3 seconds. And it's not only me who has done this. There are many workshop creators who actually has done the same. And they still, for some reason, gets ignored by Valve because it requires a bit more work for them to put those in. Now, the point of this video is that I want every one of you who watches this video, who really care about TF2, to go onto the workshop and vote on Warpaints that you really like. Because this is the only chance we will get a Warpaint case that can somewhat compete with Winter 2017. Because as of right now, what I see on the workshop in terms of Warpaints are I'm really disappointed. I keep seeing AI generated crap. I keep seeing ripped textures from the game files with little to no editing. I keep seeing these nebula color bombs with flat textures and amateur work. I'm pretty fucking tired of seeing this. And I think the TF2 community, you need to grow a bit more of a fucking spine because this shit is unacceptable. It's been half a decade and we haven't pulled a singular good Warpaint case since Winter 2017. And again, it doesn't have to be my Warpaints. I will list my workshop in the description, same with Pamps and every other Warpaint creator that I know, for hopefully people to click on those and, hopefully we'll get a good Warpaint because I know some of the people have created some really good Warpaints that I've seen them create, took hours of their time to create, compared to someone who's just ripped textures from the game, ripped clip art from Google, and just called it a day and got paid. If you haven't watched Zesty's video, he goes into detail, a lot of detail, into TF2's history about skins and Warpaints, where it started, where it ended. And these people, he explained that they get paid a lot of fucking money for just making these Warpaints. Making amateur work is getting them paid, compared to someone who's a real artist on a workshop. Not me, however. I just work with Photoshop, but somehow it comes out pretty alright. It doesn't have to be mine. It doesn't have to be. I just want to see some good Warpaints this year, and if we don't get it, I'm probably gonna shit my pants. So do your own part. Keep a healthy amount of gatekeeping in terms of Warpaints. Have some standards. People are getting paid to make this garbage. Warpaint system is so underutilized. It could see so much more potential, but the workshoppers and Valve does not give a fuck about it, it seems. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I have to say. Bye bye.
Smithmas of 2017 brought what many consider to be the last decent collection of skins ever released. After 2017, there has been a significant and very sharp decline in the quality of Warpaints. Instead of keeping these cases general, like in 2017, they began selecting strictly Halloween or Christmas themed skins, most of which are tacky, soulless, and completely unbefitting of the standards set by everything else that came before. You can see the contrast in quality between skins added in 2015, 2017, and those added just last year. We went from high quality texture work that was reflective of the stylization, the tones, and the level of detail in TF2, to just stock images, traced clip art, hyper-saturated color palettes, tacky sticker patterns, and holiday prints, all of which simply have no business being in a heavily stylized game like TF2. A few passable selections make it in each year, but by and large, the quality and the charm of older TF2 skins has vanished. This has been the state of TF2 skins for nearly 5 years now, with no signs of improving, unlike with hats. So what in the fuck happened here?